There's another interesting item my mom has that she inherited from her parents, and it's maybe came with my grandmother when she married my grandfather. This is so-called skrinja. So it's like a large chest that people use for storing grains or storing their items. So that's kind of like keeps the mice and other rodents away. So that's a pretty big size. I mean, this is my hand. It's definitely two people only can move it. On each side they have two tiny handles to carry it, which is there's no way. If that thing is loaded, you cannot pick it up. It's made out of wood, so even if it's empty, it should be pretty heavy. And now I'm gonna ask my son to open it so we can see how it looks inside. A little latch. So my mom stores her clothing items here. So you see it's pretty big. Got little wooden pegs to keep the lid in place. And the most interesting detail about this particular trunk is this right here. You can see it. It says my grandpa made a note that a cow went to see the bull on May 12, 1948. So this trunk is already existed in 1948. And if my grandma for real brought it with her, I need to ask my mom. So this trunk close to 100 years old. Looks like it's made out of pine wood. Decent quality. Those little peg holes in the lid. And as I said, you can store grain, but my mom stores her extra clothing. Another fun part of visiting my mother is I always discover something from my past. Like for example this t-shirt that she still has, and actually she modified it. It used to be just a regular t-shirt, but she cut off arms and she stitched the edges and she turned my t-shirt into v-neck as you see it. But check this out. This t-shirt that I got going to the Camp Cancer USA camp. And you might want to Google it to see when Camp Cancer USA was celebrating 10 years of excellence or existence. But I got this t-shirt in New York when I came, maybe 96 or 97, to work one more time in Michigan. So my mom keeps in pretty decent shape. There were some holes here in the front that she neatly stitched. And I said she turned it into a v-neck and it's still usable. I use it now here in the village. And this is the back of the t-shirt with American flag and stars that have the colors of the flags of the countries that participate in this CCUSA program. You see we have already Ukraine, Australia, Greece I believe, Britain, Germany, Sweden, not sure what it is. This is I think Tanzania, Africa, maybe Kazakhstan, Canada. So they bring people from all over the world to work at their summer camps. Although one time I met here in America a guy from Africa, and he said they shut down Camp Cancer USA operation in his home country. I don't remember which country in Africa, because he said there was 100% no return from his country. So people who came to work from that African country, they never came back to their home country. Hey, many of you may recognize this guy. So that's another vintage clothing items my mom has. It used to be like sweatpants I purchased in 1996 when I was in Michigan. It's kind of a curious situation since Camp Rosenthal located pretty close to the border with Indiana. There's a lot of fans of Notre Dame in our area, which is kind of bizarre to me. I don't understand, if you live in Michigan, how can you be a fan of Indiana football team? But I bought it in $10 or less store uh, because the color of the fabric matched the color of my Michigan shirt. So I had a Michigan sweatshirt, dark blue sweatshirt with yellow letters Michigan. So I thought these pants are a perfect match. So I was wearing them around the camp until one time a guy stopped me and said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You're not allowed to wear these pants, Notre Dame pants, with your Michigan shirt. You sending a mixed message." So this is how I learned about a rivalry between Michigan and Notre Dame football fans. So here we go, pants from 1996. Of course, mom modified them. She cut them, made them shorter, so they're kind of like extra long shorts now. But they still here, middle of nowhere, northern Ukraine, fighting Irish. Reminds me of my silly history of wearing them together with my Michigan jersey. And there's another vintage clothing item that my mom wears. I honestly don't remember buying it, but probably I did, because it used to say, if you look very closely, USA. But my mom was wearing that shirt when she was selling items on the bazaar in Kiev, and quite a few people were upset that she had USA letters on her shirt. So what she did is mask the letters, and she used the yellow thread to connect the letters so it became unreadable. You can't say, they used to say USA. Kind of interesting story. So that's also very old from 90s shirt. And you see my son tried to fix the situation, but so this is how the original shirt looked like. Big proud yellow letters USA, which she modified to stop being harassed at the market.
Wait, no, you shouldn't use that video.
Why not?
Because I don't know.
Fine. And if you love my channel and would like to show your support, please click on the link below this video and become the patron of the Ushanka Show. For as little as $1, you can help us grow and create the new interesting videos about the life in Soviet Union.